Hello, this is Deborah M. Ricks, and I am here to talk with you about the programming that you got as a child. When I was a little girl, I never felt loved and accepted by my father. My father was this charming minister, and everybody loved him. You just wanted to be in his presence. But there was never a time as a child that I felt his love or his acceptance. And he was emotionally abusive to me. And at age 14, he stopped giving me lunch money and money to go to school. And he told me that I had to ask for money for school, and I had to say thank you and please. But that was a standard that he didn't have for my other five sisters, right? And I had three brothers. And so my father used to say to me, especially as I grew into my teen years, he would say to me all the time, "You will never amount to anything." Now, I never heard him say that to any of my other siblings, but he said it to me. And I'm at this place in my life where I'm not hurting from it anymore. But that sort of programming does damage to a child. I ask you, what sort of programming did you get? Did your parents say things like, "You ain't it," you know, and you ain't never gonna be it? You ain't it just like your daddy. Did your mama say that to you, right? Did your parents in some way make you feel like you weren't enough? You weren't pretty enough. You weren't light enough. You weren't smart enough. Our parents did the best they could, right? They did the best they could. But it's okay to acknowledge that what they did injured us. I like what John Bradshaw says. He says it's like, somebody gets in a car and you're in the driveway in the back, right? And they get in the car and they're backing up and they run over you. And they run over you and they didn't mean to. They just didn't see you. But still, even though they didn't mean to run over you, you still now have a limp because they ran over you. So that's sort of what happens to us as children. Our parents, some of them have been pretty mean, right? And some have been malicious. But many have just done what they did, and because they were wounded and they passed it on to us. But we were injured in the process. And so I just encourage you to look at, what programming did you get? What did your mom or your dad say about you that crippled you emotionally, psychologically, that's getting in the way of you living the life that you desire and deserve? Just examine that programming, and believe me when I tell you, they knew not what they were doing. They were injured, wounded. Their parents treated them some sort of way that caused them to not feel good enough. And as they say, hurt people hurt people. But you want to get present to it so that you can heal that. Because otherwise, that core belief that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not ever going to amount to anything, will ruin your life. It will run your life and it will ruin your life. You really are amazing. You really are. I don't have to know you to know that you are perfect the way you are. You just have to shed the lies that people have told you. Your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your aunties and uncles, none of them know you like God knows you, like your higher self knows you. Trust that voice that tells you that you are enough. You really are. You are enough. Until the next time, this is Deborah M. Ricks, author, editor, coach, and consultant to aspiring authors, and I help people birth their books and birth their lives. Check me out at deborahricks.com. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.